doing. He needs to pick any of the Pegasus Knights. That's the secret. Cordelia, Sumia, not a Pegasus Knight, but Cersei is also a pretty sweet color. Just saying.
Before that, Tyroy was very vocal on social media about the Bayo Cloud matchup, stating, and I quote, "The matchup feels unwinnable for his Bayonetta against Cloud." So not really surprising to see him pick up a secondary character to deal with this particular matchup, as Tyroy and Ned have a very storied history and run into each other quite often in the Chicago Weeklies.
Tyroy also played a game as Lucina against Tweak in the top 8 of Midwest Mayhem 9. I think either he won the game or it was a really competitive game. I'm not sure off the top of my head. But here we are. It is going to be on Lilat to start things out here. And this Lucina just gets so much off of a stray hit in this matchup.
She does. It's excellent counter pick for a lot of the people at home having issues with the Clouds in their bracket, and there will be Clouds to pick up.
Well, to be clear, I think that Tyroy still thinks Lucina loses the matchup slightly, but the tools presented by Lucina are more favorable to him for fighting against the disjoint that Cloud presents. So that's what we're seeing here. The disadvantage state is still kind of rough for Lucina in this matchup, and oh, that a slick little like perfect pivot grab or something. Ned like slid across Lilat for a sec.
He did. Tyroy in specifically has a lot of patience when he plays this game. He's one of the most patient players probably anywhere in the world. So Lucina's utility is something that works very well to his advantage, as you were saying a moment ago. Lucina does have very certain tools. He can work around his opponents very well. Ned is a recovery artist, but not necessarily a full-on patient player at all times. He can be fairly aggressive when he needs to be.
Yeah, Ned has been known to turn up the heat, and this backer going to come through, put the pressure back on the Tyroy, back on the ledge, but just waiting it out.
Don't touch me! What a great start for Ned. Something that he's been doing his entire Smash career, from back in the days of Zero Suit all the way to Cloud, is the out of shield up B. Both characters with the kill option, out of shield up B. And he certainly knows the timing and how to utilize them against opponents.
Ooh, okay. We're staying alive, though. Tyroy not going to get spiked there by the climb hazard. But he will take a big punish there, and breeding the jump. Ned kind of all over Tyroy's movement at the moment.
Tyroy wisely DIing back into the stage after that spike hitbox, averting possible disaster, especially on Lilac Cruise. You never know which way the ship's going to tilt when you're that close to the edge on the spike hitbox of Cloud's Fair.
And just escaping away back to the ledge again, but going to roll right past the climb, I can't even say it, the cross slash, sneaking away with the stock as Tyroy, but he's going to take another punish here.
Yeah, Ned went for it all, just trying to seal out the game as fast as he could, and was unable to do so, and that brought Tyroy right back into it. Not a bad risk to take a little bit early on in the sets, but that would have been a little bit more questionable had this been, say, Game 5.
Correct. In Game 1, you can go for that kind of stuff, especially when you're ahead a lot of percent now. And now Ned can take his sweet time, use that movement to his advantage. Although, going to perfect pivot away and cross slash again. Sneaking out of it is Tyroy.
Yeah, Tyroy's staying alive here. Putting on pieces of percentage, keeping it close, and evading all of Ned's potential kill options while taking a little bit of damage and building the rage.
Not going to go for the up air follow-up there. Out of the down air. And this is scary.
Oh! Ooh. Magnet hands.
Oh, man.
That was so close. I can't believe how long he lingered up there.
I'm catching my breath.
I need to check the replay and see if the ship tilted a little bit as he hovered there to help him grab or not.
I'm waiting again for the ledge get up option. And going for up throw here, not enough. Not really a kill throw, but that'll certainly kill.
Yeah, up air, that would have killed about 70% ago pretty comfortably. Jeez, Tyroy stayed alive forever that game, but not quite able to bring it back. Ned clutching it out.
Yeah, you can't let Tyroy stay alive that long in the subsequent games if you're Ned. Even though Ned's winning, like he won the game, you can see he's kind of like still flustered. Like you just can't do that.
Yeah.
Like if you let Tyroy hang around that long, he'll find that opportunity to take the stock away from you. And okay.
All right, Ned gonna make Tyroy think about this a little bit, because Tyroy has a plethora of characters. Oh, okay. What is happening? I mean, it is Winners Finals, not Grand, so.
This is widely reported as one of Donkey Kong's worst matchups. And I think that Tyroy thinks that Ned's trying to like style or something, maybe with this Donkey Kong pick.
Ned definitely has a Donkey Kong. Tyroy definitely has a little bit of a zero suit, although he doesn't break out and brag it very much, and not the best start as he accidentally turns the wrong way with that grab attempt. Zero suit does do exceptionally well against Donkey Kong, and Ned knows that better than anyone, dating all the way back to the very first Frostbite when he was still an up-and-comer and took a quick 2-0 on DK Will, who was visiting from New York at the time.
Right, and so we're going to try to see the Zero Suit get some mileage started, and oh, he's going to miss
the balloon. The balloon delayed him a half second, or a couple of frames there. Not a full half second. But.
And going for the grounded cargo up throw mix-up here. I think Ned knew that the window's closed, and he's going to look for it again. But air dodge shown again here. But what?
Yeah. Tyroy
sneaking off the top.
Tyroy not DIing that the way that he needed to. I'm very surprised that killed with that percentage.
Like, what? What?
Oh, Ned, let the man live.
And throwing out the standard B punch. Oh, man, that's scary stuff.
Tyroy getting a lot of shield damage in there. Ned allowing it to happen, but taking no damage, and Tyroy unable to capitalize on the shield pressure. Now finding himself in a very large hole this game.
All right, now Ned is styling. I said that Tyroy thought Ned was going to, like, spaz. He's letting Ned spaz. This is a scary spot to be in, but he will get the grab here, and he's got to get these confirms. He hasn't been able to find any of them.
Yeah, that will do
There it is.
Oh. Ned could have gone, I guess, a lot farther away, but just Donkey Kong, such a large hitbox, is the back air killing immediately again with no rage.
Yeah, I don't know about this DIP.
Yeah, that was, the
DI
was a little off.
Either the DI is off or, like, I'm just sleeping on Donkey Kong, man. I don't know if any of those were supposed to go.
No, neither one of those was supposed to. D.I. Joe absent for this matchup. Tyroy needs a savior right about now, down 2-0 in the set.
Roy is not your savior. I'm just going to tell you at the moment. Roy is no one's savior.
Yeah, Roy is not the boy for this matchup, but Bayonetta, certainly the girl, and a great pick against a character like Donkey Kong, where it's very hard to get out of the Bayonetta combos up off stage with a hitbox that is just so large.
Yeah, probably should have went Bayonetta in the game too, because I mean Zero Suit Samus is like pre-patch or like pre-DLC Bayonetta. They kind of built off the same kind of burst options, and I think that there's like some rumors floating around about Bayonetta kind of being based off of the frame model of Zero Suit Samus. It makes sense; they're kind of like built the same way.
Yeah,
this could hurt.
They have very similar weight classes, very similar flotation property.
Bayonetta a little slower, a little more deliberate, but these combos can be more deadly. And oh, going for a really interesting string there. Not going for the high reward option of the witch twist on the top, instead going for the back air. But there's a confirm if you ever saw one.
That up tilt once again killing Tyroy at an early percentage, although that one was much more designed to kill than the other. And Tyroy immediately returning the favor. Very nice string from him with Bayonetta off stage. Got a few of these today. Going for one more, trying to end this game quickly. Ned went for that little bit of the spike hitbox reverse, try to turn it right around on him.
Yeah, you can't sleep on that for a second, but okay, here we go.
Oh, that looks so dirty. They all do. You can do so many filthy things to your opponents if you catch them in witch time.
Tyler's just done with that Donkey Kong. He's like, pick another character, please. You can win 3-1. Yeah,
oh, wow.
Congrats.
Hey, congrats to the 4,000th battle.
Oh, yeah, trade secret. This is actually Blind's Wii U. And Blind told me he hasn't taken his Wii U to a tournament since, like, early last year.
Sounds right.
So it's not nearly as worked in as many of the Wii U's here that have gone to tournament after tournament after tournament. So that's why we're seeing the big old milestone. Congratulations to Warren if you're watching this back. Really happy for you, buddy.
Yeah, Blind becoming the new UR full-time streamer, as we are seeing off the man himself, Sage.
Oh, we'll have to have Sage on if he hasn't been on the mic yet to have a little goodbye speech.
I don't think he has. I'm not sure that he necessarily wanted to be. He's just been having fun today, taking the day off, playing friendlies with everybody. As this game 4 gets underway, back to what we would have expected sitting down originally. Bayo Cloud. Hopefully Tyroy can keep the matchup out of his head a little bit and just play a little bit passively the way he likes to. Stay away from the heavy cloud punishes. Easier said than done.
Oh, it's tricky. But here comes Bayonetta. Putting Ned in the corner, and if you can keep Ned in the corner, that's a good place to get some mileage done. Especially before the limit gets charged, but of course limit is kind of an inevitability in a lot of ways, because even if you do damage to him, you get that limit.
Oh! Nice combo out of Witch Time there. Reading Ned's DI and Witch Twisting all the way off the top for the first stock.
And I said that cloud limit is an inevitability, but one way to kind of take the sting out of it is to kill him before he can even pull the trigger. Now Ned has to get that limit all the way back, in addition to being behind a whole stock.
Yeah, that is certainly the case. Now, we saw game 1 last time Ned played Cloud, as we got a couple of those Donkey Kong games. Ned was heavily punishing pretty much every short hop that Tyroy threw out. Because there it is, once again, he gets the trade with the up air. But especially whenever he got Tyroy off stage, he was able to fully capitalize on every one of Tyroy's short hops. Tyroy has kind of been jumping around a little bit unnecessarily. Almost feels like he wants to be playing Meta Knight, but isn't, as he gets back there right off the stage on the short hop land.
Yeah, that Witch Time was a little egregious, and it will cost Tyroy here. He still has a lead, but that limits all the way back. Like I said, the inevitability. Cloud does damage, Cloud takes damage, or Cloud charges the button. All those, one of those three is definitely going to happen over the course of a match, for sure.
Yeah, the button, as you put it, is very, very deadly as well, giving Cloud completely new properties across the board, and Ned knowing just about everything there is to know about this character.
Okay, not going to get stretchered out there by the Town and City platform. Scary spot, but this is Ned taking the lead back.
Yeah, that was so fast. He went from way behind getting Witch Twisted, although now he does... Oh, Tyroy missing the Witch Twist he should have gone for before the jump would have had him.
And Ned missed a punish there on that special landing lag. Every time Bayonetta throws out one of those specials, he takes more lag on landing. And Ned definitely had time to pull the trigger on like a finishing, or maybe not a finishing touch, but like a cross slash at the very least, and it could have killed.
One thing I have noticed about this matchup, and here it goes, this is it's very rare that when Cloud has limit, the opponent gets anything good out of it. But it seems like Tyroy knows the aerial combos when Ned has limit with Cloud as opposed to when he doesn't, and that it's a little bit easier for him. I'm not sure if all of those combos are easier to hit because he's a little bit heavier with limit, but he's certainly making it seem that way.
Barely staying alive. That DI finally coming to show here for Tyroy, but going to get red on the jump get up, and that will cost him the game.
There it is once again, that short hop off a ledge. Deadly for Tyroy. Every time he did it, Ned was there waiting with the short hop up air of his own. Did it all through game 1. Gets the final stock there from game 4 and takes the set 3-1.
That's why the ledge trapping from Cloud is so hard to beat. Like, it's a tough spot to be in as any character, because that short hop up air, that'll also cover the... Go away.
Ned coming over here to talk a little bit of
smack. I was talking smack about his DK. He won that game pretty clean, so I'll give him that.
He did.
But like, if you do that jump up air as Cloud, that covers the jump, and that'll cover the afterburner kick back onto the stage as well.